The number one reason adults quit piano isn't because a lack of talent. It's a lack of time. But here's the truth, even busy people can master the piano with the right strategies. Today I'm going to share with you 7 piano practice hacks that are going to help you to make real progress even if you have just 10 minutes a day. That took me less practice time than you think. Let's see how we do it. Hack number 1, quality over quantity. Don't measure your practice by minutes. Measure it by focus. 10 focused minutes on one tricky left-hand passage is a lot better than a whole hour of fumbling around hands together. This is something I talk about a lot in my live lessons and in my piano course, which is when you're playing piano, are you actually thinking about the notes or are you on autopilot? You want to make sure as you play, you're feeling and you're engaging with every single note. Quality over quantity. Hack number 2, leave your piano open and ready. The hardest part about piano practice isn't starting, it's just sitting down. If your piano is hidden under a cover or it's switched off, it's creating too much friction points. Leave it open so that it's always ready to be played. Hack number 3, loop tiny sections. Don't waste your time running through the whole piece badly. I recommend you to take between 2 to 4 bars and loop them until they are smooth. Think about it as zooming in with a microscope, and you want to make sure that each time you play, it's always correct notes. For example, if in the first few bars, I'm always playing like this. I'm making errors, I'm stumbling. Better to take down the speed and make sure I'm looping, let's say, just even 2 bars. For example, let's say just like that, that adds up to about 2 bars, and I repeat that. Thank you. As you can see, I'm adding in little pauses to always think and to always strike the right notes. When I loop tiny sections, after 5 to 7 times, I feel a lot more accomplished and I feel like I've actually nailed that part. In just 5 minutes, you can feel like you've actually accomplished something rather than feeling burnt out after fumbling for a whole hour. Hack number 4, mental practice. Not all practice needs to happen at the piano. Sometimes visualizing fingerings, let's say when you're on the bus, tapping rhythms on your desk, or just hearing and rehearsing the melody in your head. There's science to show that in your brain, when you do mental practice, it's almost like you are actually practicing. As a piano player, if you're not sure what pieces to practice, even if it's mentally, I've put together a free essential piano roadmap that spells out the pieces I think you need to play in order to gain mastery. There are must-learn pieces for each level. It's progressive, it's free, link in the description below. Hack number 5, record and review. Time and time again, my students tell me this feedback, which is that when they're playing piano, they don't actually hear their mistakes. They don't hear when they are hesitating. They don't hear when they're playing wrong notes. So a very quick and easy phone recording will help you to hear yourself as an audience member. Having the phone there to record also helps you to get used to a little bit of that performance pressure, which is very, very good for the long term. This is a very important one for me. I've been playing piano for 2 decades now. I'm still noticing many mistakes and errors when I record myself. And it's always hard to do because we always get a little bit self-conscious. We feel it's a little bit cringe to see ourselves and hear ourselves on camera. But I promise you, this is going to be good for you. Just do it. Hack number 6, rotate skills. Don't cram. Busy adults try to do everything every day and they burn out. Instead, I advise you to rotate between skills if you have a few things to practice. For example, if you just have 10 minutes, let's say Monday you can practice your scales, Tuesday you can do sight reading, Wednesday you can work on polishing a piece, so on and so forth. You cover much more over the week and you'll always stay fresh. Hack number 7, timer sprints. Have you ever heard of Parkinson's law? In simple terms, Parkinson's law talks about how we just take however much time we're allocated to do a certain task. For example, If you're given, let's say, 10 hours to clean your house, you will take 10 hours to clean your house. If, let's say, however, you were given just half an hour to clean your house before sudden guests arrive, what usually happens? You usually find a way to make it work. You usually find a way to make the half an hour very efficient, and you really get all the essential things done in that half an hour before your guests arrive. So let's apply this to piano. A lot of my live students and also my course students tend to ask, what are some strategies to increase my piano time? How much time do I need to practice to gain better skills? In this hack, I want to advocate for something a little bit more counterintuitive, which is I want you to actually limit your practice time. So instead of having 1 hour to practice, let's put a limit for half an hour. Or let's put a limit of, let's say, 20 minutes. And you are not allowed to practice piano outside of that 20 or 30 minutes. Try this one. I tried this many, many times, and each time I do it, I always get new insights about what actually is essential in practice. So a quick recap: hack number 1, quality over quantity. Hack number 2, leave your piano open and ready to play. Hack number 3, loop tiny sections. Hack number 4, mental practice. Hack number 5, record and review. Hack 6, rotate skills and don't cram. And lastly, do a timer sprint. Even if 10 minutes a day is all you have, you can make real progress if you practice smart. If you like structured guidance to what to practice so you're not guessing all the time, feel free to check out my free essential piano roadmap that spells out the skills you need to accomplish at each and every level of piano, what pieces you need to play. It's very comprehensive. I spend a lot of time writing it, so it's helpful for piano players like yourselves. Do you have any piano hacks you'd like to share? Please let me and our fellow piano players know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's set that timer. Let's open up our piano. Let's practice piano, and I'll catch you in the next one.